And here, as you can see, inside the flood, you have only the buildings. And there was a problem because I didn't. Here, as you can see, I made a mistake because I haven't saved and export the previous research. So it puts me some buildings that are not in the flood. So before that, you have to, not as I did, you have to save your previous selection, okay? Your selection by location. Because here, I made a mistake, okay? So you just have to export the selection before, which is here and within, and not intersection with flood. Here, I do that, and you have to export it. So I don't do the manipulation again, but you understood the idea, okay? Do you have any question about that? Or is it okay for you? 大丈夫ですか？質問がない。Okay. Just before, I wanted to know, do you want me to talk about Zotero or not? Who have to do the state of art? 誰が、これをやれない？誰が、4年生でそんなことをしなきゃ？ Who has to do it? You both? Okay. Nobody else? Okay. For the people who have to do that, if you want to stay, and I can show you a really helpful tool to your, how can I say it? Register all the papers you want to write. You can stay here and I will explain it to you. You are not obligated to stay if you don't want to learn about Zotero. But I think that it would be really useful if you have to write, even for your longue. It's a really, really useful tool. So, yeah, I will talk about that if you are okay. And if you are not too tired. You can download Zotero on internet. It's this tool. Here, it's a free research assistant, okay? It's really, really useful because you can create a lot of notes and you can use it to do your bibliography at the end of your longue. I will show you really quick. Just to be sure, who use Google Drive? Who use like Word to write your essay? 何を使いますか？ちょっとなんかちょっと論文を書くために、Word か、ちょっと Google ドライブとか、何かを使いますか？ Word? Okay. On Zotero and on Google, you have something here, which is here it's a tool from Zotero. Okay. For example, if you have a paper on internet and you want to put it on Zotero, you can do it like just by clicking here. I just want to show you, and I use it for my thesis, and I use it also for my other longue. Here is what we call Zotero, and maybe I will put it like a little bit. Yep. You have a lot. There is a lot of paper. I'm sorry. The thing is, you download Zotero, and here you have your own library, okay? So you have all your information and things like that, all the things you want. For example, here it's my thesis collections. So all the paper I want to read for my thesis and all I want to use for it. When you are here like that, you can create a new collection, a new library, sorry, or what we call the new collection, so a new file. For example, I will create a new library here with a new group. Oh yeah, I have to log in on internet, so it's a little bit mental. So I will use that. I will create a new group here, a new collection, and I will write, I don't know, essay, okay? So here I have a new document, a new file. And can you give me an example of a paper or something you are reading or anything on internet? Right? So for example, I will search about what are you working on? Bibliography? Okay. I will go on a really, really useful website, which is called Semantic Scholar. Okay? You can really use it for English papers and anything. It's really good. I go there. So here is it's my dashboard as well. And I will write Bibliography here, okay? So it's search. And here, for example, you have a document, and you have to go to the publisher. You can go there, and you have already normally the document. If it wants to work, please. Yeah. So here is the PDF. Okay, it's a PDF you can download. And here is can I? Okay, takes it off. I am here like that, and I want to save the information. For example, here. So if I put save on Zotero, it will register it in my last file. So here the essay I created. And did it work or not? Because it can take a lot of time. So here it didn't work, so I will use here. Okay. So here, as you can see, it creates a note. Okay? So, and it did it 2 times. Wow. And if you can see, it creates something really, really useful. Because when you have to write your bibliography, you have to put all the authors, the year, and things like that. But the thing is, every information has been downloaded by itself. You don't need to write it. You have to check to be sure, and you can modify it, okay? If, for example, I remember that it's not in 2020, but in 2021, here I can erase and write 2021, okay? Well, so here you have your paper, the paper you want to read, and I will just delete this one because I don't care. Yep. So here you have the paper you want to read. Here you have the PDF that you can open directly, okay? So here you are still in Zotero. And for example, I want to, I don't know, I will put that information which are, for example, really important. I will put it in yellow and things like that. Okay, here. And you can also create some notes to add comments. So here I add a comment, blah, 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 as you wish. Okay, here you are still on your info document, and you can create what we call a note. In the note, you can, for example, here you can say that it's your comments, for example. So when you are reading it, you have some idea and you write it there, anything. There is also something else which can be really useful, and it will give you like more time for you. It's that this tool is really good because you remember I put some things in yellow and I write the comments on the document. And the thing is, if I click here, it will create a note by itself with the date. So for example, you have here the citation I put in yellow. And after, for example, here you have in yellow also, and you have my comments I wrote on the PDF. So when you are reading, you can put in colors and you can comment. And after, really quickly, you can create an annotation for you. And it's really, really good, and it will save a lot of time. Okay? And the thing is, because we have a lot of tools you can use, you have something that are called tags. Tags are important for you to find out all the documents you have. Because here you have only one, but in my thesis I have 100 papers, so I am pretty lost really quick. So for example, here it's debris flows. So I can write here debris flow, okay? And for example, I don't know where it is. It's there is Lara also, so I can write Lara like that, okay? And it creates a tag. Those tags are here, okay? You are only one document, so it's not really useful, but if I show you for my thesis, and especially for my library, my review of art, there is all those tags here. And if I want to see only the document with the nature tag, I have it here, okay? So it can be really useful. And the last thing I want to show, and that's why I asked you about Word, is the thing that you can have on Word an application to link it with Zotero, okay? So for example, I will show you. You are writing something about, for example, the review of art, okay? And you are saying, someone is saying that, okay? And you want to put the citation because you have to do it. Here you have Zotero tools, and you can edit the bibliography. And if I remember here, you don't see it, I'm sorry. You have here, you can add a citation, and here you can add the bibliography. So for example, you have to choose the style of your citation because there is a lot of. I will just say like that. And for example, which is here, it's Touré and Al, okay? If I just write it like that, Touré and Al, I have all the documents from this author. And I will put it like that, okay? And I want to add another one, so I can show you that after, for something else. And again, maybe it's this one, or if you can see here, it's the name of the files, so you can find it more easily. So I will put it here, okay. And I finished to write my document. And I want to add the bibliography. Have you ever wrote a London before? Yeah? If you remember, writing the bibliography is shit. It's horrible. It takes time. I hate that. So here you have Zotero tools, and you add your bibliography in the alphabetic order. So if you check everything here, like all the information here. If everything is okay and there is no error or things like that, or if you like check it, you can add the bibliography like that, and it works for hundreds of resources. Okay, here it's only 2, but for example, if on my so for example, it's my master degree long one here, which was really long, and here it's all my bibliography. Okay, it's really long, it's like 3 or 4 pages, I don't remember, maybe more, and everything was done with Zotero, and it saves a lot of time. Okay, so for you, if you want to use it, you are not obligated to, but just to show you really quickly, Zotero is a really good tool to do, how can I say, to register the paper you want to write, because you also have an online website. So if you lose everything on your computer because it crashed, on internet, on your accounts, you have all the PDF, all your notes, everything. So you don't really lose everything if you have a problem on your computer. You just have to, update like every week or something like that. But it's really good. And after that, it's a really time saving when you have to write and put citation and to put bibliography. So if you have some other questions on Zotero, I can try to answer, because I don't know everything, but you have a lot of videos on YouTube too, okay, if you want to check that more deeper, but but yeah, I think it's a really good tool for you. So yeah. Do you have questions? No? Okay. I wanted to thank you for the last weeks we spent together with QGIS and everything, and I hope you learn some things, and if you have some questions, don't hesitate to ask me, okay? And I will put the last 2 classes on Slack, so you can check it again, and yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.